Oh, hey, y'all. So the State of the Union's about to start, and I think they're already in there giving commercials and talking and whatnot. Because, as usual, I'm late. But I thought we could watch it and basically just snark on everything they do. And there's a surprise guest showing up, maybe this evening, and that is my favorite, Erika Kirk. So I want to tune in and see what the hell's going on over there. Let's dive right in, shall we? Oh, there they are. They're talking. It's probably just a commercial right now, but let's see. Oh my gosh, why they got kids on here?
Incredible honor.
Thank you, President Trump, for inviting us to the State of the Union.
I'm incredibly honored to be here and be a part of this special event.
I'm struck. It's the State of the Union. That's an ultimate honor.
President Trump, I've followed you for many years. I've started at your first rally when you first were running again. I went by myself. There isn't words, but I'm so thankful for everything.
Thank you so much for letting me come and to talk about education and teach all Americans how to learn super fast and effectively with using AI.
I am incredibly thankful for your initiative and wanting to push and bringing to light the hardships behind IVF and the access that families need.
To be here is a dream. I don't think I could have ever imagined this for myself, and yet here I am. So I'm thrilled, and thank you for having me.
We stand behind you in the efforts that you're trying to progress to better the United States and the United States citizens.
I guess he needed some fanfare first, right? Wow. He had to have all his fans hop out first and tell us how much they love him. Okay. What's up, Chuck Soup? Hello. Why you put a ghost in there? I don't even want to know. Please hit the like while we're waiting. Please hit the like. Not for, the State of the Union, but for me. Hit the like for me. And obviously, if you're new, you definitely want to subscribe. We are waiting for the State of the Union to start. A little bit about the State of the Union, okay? It is basically because the Constitution requires the president from time to time to give Congress information on the State of the Union, okay? It serves as a platform for the president to report on the nation's condition, highlight past accomplishments, we're going to love hearing that, and outline legislative priorities for the coming year. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. It is traditionally held in the House of Representative chamber at the U.S. Capitol. And let's see, who do we have attending? Trump is expected to focus on themes of economic policy, affordability, and immigration, making his first official State of the Union of his second term. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger will provide the Democratic response. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Since 1966, the opposing political party has delivered a televised rebuttal immediately following the speech. Ooh, that ought to be good. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. So they're all going to come on TV. What, do they just not talk to each other? They got to say it on TV and then the other one comes on and rebuts? What the heck? That's funny. Oh, goodness. All right. So let's see. Well, technically a report to Congress, it has evolved into a major media event where the president addresses the American people directly via live broadcast. All right. And we're just kind of waiting here. It will begin shortly, they say. It's 1 minute past due. But we did see all the fanfare. What are you all up to this fine evening? Me saying boo. Nobody reads the description, Chuck Soup. I'm surprised you did. Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't gonna watch this, but then I heard my favorite person, Erika Kirk, was supposed to be there. She was invited. She was invited. Let's see. What else is going on while we're waiting? Oh, ain't not too dead. What's up, buddy? What is up? I'm trying to see if I can find a post about her being here. The only thing on X that I've seen today like 1,000 times is about how evil Candace Owens is. It was like the I guess the assignment for all of the smaller channels on X, instead of using only the bigger ones, it seems like a bunch of the smaller ones got on the payroll as well, because they're all posting Candace Owens is evil. She's a demon. She's evil. all over X, because she did an investigation into Erika Kirk's past. That's coming out tomorrow. Okay. That's like part 1 is tomorrow, and I am at the edge of my seat waiting. I cannot wait to see it. What's up, Labs? How are you this evening? You don't get me all riled up. You know I'm going to get you riled up. We're both going to be riled up. What are you talking about? Yeah, the Half-Life sucks. I don't really dig when it's on the vertical, it really it's a weird layout and it doesn't really show a lot. So there is the regular version. If you don't want to look at this vertical version, if you're on the vertical, you can go over to the other one. You just have to go over to it. It's right on my channel. There's 2 of them. One has a little phone next to it. That's the vertical. You want to go to the other one if you would like the bigger screen. It's a lot easier to see things, and I know you want to see Donald Trump's beautiful face in HD. You might want to hop over there. But yeah, that's coming out this week is the I can't wait. They're calling it a hit piece on Erika Kirk. It's titled The Bride of Charlie. You know what I would have titled it, right? Y'all know what I would have titled it. The Bride of Chucky. That's what I feel like she is. But anyways, yeah, they're calling it a hit piece. And I think it's really funny because at the end of the day, you can't do a hit piece on somebody who has nothing to, like, if they did nothing, you can't do a hit piece on them. You know what I mean? How would you do a hit piece on somebody that's like perfectly innocent and never did anything bad in their life? So, if they're calling it a hit piece, they must know she did something, I guess. I mean, what is there to find? Who cares if she does an investigation on her? You would think that the new CEO of such a giant monstrosity of a nonprofit organization would have a background check done already. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Chuck Soup. Did it take? This one's behind. So we'll see. Oh, thank you, Chuck Soup. You're the best. You're the best. But yeah. That's basically what's going on over there. But yeah, all of X, like I saw probably 80 posts about how evil Candace Owens is because she looked into Erika Kirk's background. I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious for calling her evil for looking into something like that. And yeah, I'm just at the edge of my seat waiting for that one. I'll tell you that much. What else is going on in the news today? That's really that's what overtook my entire thing. Like it overtook my entire. Oh, Dan Bongino flipped out. Oh my gosh. He says people who accuse Erika Kirk of being involved in Charlie's murder deserve physical torture and the torments of hell on every inch of their bodies. Do you believe that? Yeah, Chuck Soup, what's up with that? Why aren't I thought you were a moderator. Hang on, let me see here. Let me go Let me go back to the thing here. Let me go to where Chuck Soup's at. That's the wrong one again. Ah, shit. Hang on. I fucked it all up. Yeah, please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. We are waiting for the State of the Union to start. It's so exciting. I can't. I'm just so excited. I'm like, I can't wait. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so amazing. I can't wait to hear the state of our country. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's see. All right, Chuck Soup, you were able to do it now because I made you a moderator, so you should be able to post a link. Ah, he did. Okay. You're the best, Chuck Soup. You are absolutely the best. I appreciate you. Now let me go back to this one. I shouldn't have too much trouble because I did put it in subscriber mode only so we wouldn't get any trolls, but I might turn that off because I love the trolls. So I'm going to pin that. I'm going to pin that. So if you're in the vertical, the pinned comment is the actual bigger screen live stream. If you want to go check over there, you can see things a little better. I apologize for the small screen on the vertical, but that's the only way they let you do it. And, you know, we want more people to see the live stream. We need more subscribers. We're trying to reach 1 million by the weekend. So if you are new and hopping along here and you see me on the live stream, hit that subscribe button so you can comment. Even if you want to tell me off, hit the subscribe and tell me off. I don't care. We like trolls. We don't mind. Just subscribe. My gosh, it's so exciting. Can I put my face in logo in the upper left corner? I don't know. Let's see. Ew, did I just see that bitch in the thing? Did I just see Erika Kirk's ugly face? Damn it, I missed it. All right, hang on. Let's try it. How's that? How's that? Is that better? I need 2 more subscribers to get to 666. Come on, people, hit that subscribe. Let's get it going. It's the bestest channel ever. We're about to snark on every single person that decides to open up their big fat mouth on this State of the Union today. That's what's up. If it whatever, they would quit applauding. Goodness. This is bigger. Who all is in the audience? Thomas Massey. Look, he's loving it, dude. He ain't even shutting him up. He's like, yeah, keep going. Fuck, keep going as long as you want. Let's get another 10, 15 minutes of applause. All right, shut the hell up. Like, we know you like him. Fucking sit down and start. What are we doing? This is like 8 minutes now. We're still clapping. He's loving it. Look at him. Look, he keeps taking it on. He's like, keep going, y'all. Keep going. Nah, keep coming. Keep it coming. I'm amazing. Keep it coming. Lord. Oh, look, you got to text STFU to for. Oh no, my bad. SOTU. My bad. My bad. Gremlin. Look, he's fucking. He wants to crack me up already. Where can you get this entertainment? You just can't get this anywhere. This is great. Is he gonna? We gonna do something?
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
And more clapping. I knew it. He's at least he's not looking orange tonight. He's looking pretty good, right? What do you guys think? He's not even orange. What's happening? Has he been replaced by a clone, an alien? What's going on? Oh my God. Guys, I expect you to be clapping at home.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance.
It doesn't look so bad.
First Lady of the United States.
Where's she at? Why can't I see her? Oh, there she is.
Second Lady of the United States.
No. What's going on? Some of them
Members
bitches
of
look real mad
Congress
about
and
that.
my fellow Americans. Our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
What? Hi, Liam. Welcome in. Welcome in. Chuck soup. Yeah, he's
Less
getting
than
real
5
good at the
months from now,
self-tanning.
Our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Oh, my Lord. He must be high. Like, is he in the same America we're in right now? I don't. Where's he talking about? I'm confused. Ooh, look, that's Pam Bondi right in the front row. I just want to go and smack her right in her yap.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's talking to the rich people. You know what? No wonder they're all fucking cheering. Didn't they all just get like bonuses in their pay and like $25,000 to put towards a house and all this other shit? No wonder they're all happy. Every single one of them in that room probably got money from the government from our taxes.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
At least there's that. Oh, good Lord. Who paid them to do this?
Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast.
He's just
The
talking
roaring
shit.
economy is roaring like never before.
He's
And
making
our
shit up.
enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is
probably true.
respected again, perhaps
No,
like
we're not.
never before.
No. I highly and strongly disagree with that. We are the laughing stock of the nations, let me tell you. Come on now. What other country just would let, I mean, we're America. We're letting just PDFs run all over the place. They're running our streets. They're running our streets. We're the laughing stock. We're the pedo country. What are you talking about? What? It's crazy.
After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
I mean, that part might be true, right? We probably do got a strong border now, but I mean, all we did was lock the PDFs in the country, I guess.
In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
0 PDFs got arrested for. I love how they just ignore that part. Look at them putting up the stats. 0 PDFs have been arrested either. Like, come on now. This is crazy.
But we will always
Welcome
allow
in,
people to
Ellie.
come in
Wow,
legally,
William.
people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
Okay.
The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year.
You know, here's the thing though. I just can't trust him when it comes to when he gives us numbers like this, because sometimes I think he just makes them up. Like, I think he forgets what they truly are and he just makes something up, or he sees what they truly are and he throws a couple numbers on top. Because how does any of us know if that's actually true? Like, how do we prove that? You can't. We just have to be like, oh, okay.
And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years.
That's because we have not decided to put any of the PDFs in the electric chair. That's why.
1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
How many put a 1 in the chat if anything in your life has gotten easier from all this inflation going down? Please put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 if that's completely, if you call bullshit. Yeah, dude.
Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in 99 cents a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
I don't know if I believe him. I can't prove that though either. So we just have to think he's telling us the truth, guys. Come on.
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4
Oh.
years and falling fast. And the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year.
Well, it's good to know that you gave all those politicians a nice start to buy their homes. I know it can be hard for them.
And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both.
My God.
And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that. 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
Oh my God, you mother. Listen, if you got $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe, why are you raping us with our taxes and giving it to illegal aliens to, fake all those fake daycare centers and fake home health care centers, and you're getting 18 trillion and you still need money from us? Are you for real? My gosh, I can't stand it.
Think of it, much
my
less than
God.
$1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
I do believe he's keeping us from world war, but when we're all still broke and struggling and there's PDFs
As
running the
thousands
streets,
of new businesses are forming and factories, plants, and laboratories are being built.
can't get
We have
behind
added
it.
70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
So gas should be super cheap then. We should be paying like $1 for it.
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill. More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector. We ended DEI in America. We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year, we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps. And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong.
Know about all that. The streets, the government, Hollywood. Yeah, exactly. I don't know about all this.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People
What?
are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country.
People are people are saying this to him? Is he for real?
Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, no, no. You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Unreal. Okay. Loud billion. I would love to rewatch this later and just
Go ahead.
like rewatch the facial expressions of everybody in here. Look, they're like, we're on camera. We're on camera. Unbelievable. This is insane, guys. Holy shit. This is insane. These people are nuts. They're absolutely batshit crazy. This is like a rich person convention. They're all nuts.
That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
It's just terrible. Text for updates. What kind of updates are they talking about? Somebody text that and see what they do.
They were in the Oval Office before. And I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Crazy rich person convention. Congratulations, though, to the gold medal winners there. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practiced that, or was that a little lucky?
Look at that! Look at that water glass behind Trump on the left-hand side there. Why has he got something covering it? Is he afraid Trump's gonna do something to his drink? What's that about? This guy don't got his covered on the other side. What's that about? That's weird as hell.
Refuse to answer that question. But
He don't trust the other members of he don't trust none of these other people. He's like, these are all politicians. I'm covering my drink. Nope.
want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad
What the hell?
will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
He gave it to a goalie? Is this for real? Is that what I just heard? Sorry, I was worried about something else. Did he just say he gave that to a goalie? Good God. These people are so out of touch with reality. It's insane. We really need to make them live in the real world so they can actually make decisions that's best for the real world people. He was like, yeah, the goalie deserves that. He like blocked some shots and stuff. He deserves that.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best. And I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no. And every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you all. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
At least he didn't give it to Erika Kirk. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see the goalie get it. Unless maybe he got two. Maybe she gets one too. That guy's wearing a full-on mask. What's wrong with him? The guy in the front in the hockey, he keeps turning away from him. He's like, I don't want whatever it is you have. You got that damn mask on your face. Who knows what he got? Why is he sitting there like that? That's weird. What's he know? What's he doing? See that? Look at that. And that's that's not even like a regular one. That's like a extra strength, extra protection one. And that poor goalie or whatever, these two hockey guys, he's like, I don't want this diseased ass shit. What am I doing here, man? Get out of my face. Quit turning towards me.
I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
Oh, are they going to take all the burnt ground and make that an Olympics playing field now, I bet? Something like that, huh? And why is he going to be putting it here in the U.S.? We ain't allowed to have illegal aliens in our country. We're not allowed to have people from other countries in our country, right? Why are you inviting them all in for the Olympics? But that's okay. Oh, Lord. Lord. This is crazy, guys. This is entertaining. It's entertaining as hell.
And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
Oh, okay. You signed in the army over there, too. Oh, okay. What you going to do?
And this year, and I must say I got them both. I got them in my first term, and I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
That's really not. I don't give a shit about either one of them things. Doesn't do anything for us.
So this will be a year to
maybe
celebrate our
generate
country
some income. I don't know.
and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart, At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Wow. He's like, who? They talk about me? What? Where am I at? He's like, what's that rig? I gotta stand? Do I gotta get up? I can't be getting up. I don't got my cane. Oh, he stood him up. Oh no, he's the guy sitting down. He's still sitting. He don't know. Which one is it? The guy standing up or the guy sitting down? What the hell? Bro,
So, buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even
it's the
in
guy
times
sitting
of
down.
challenge,
I don't know.
setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClament closed her eyes and prayed
Why
to
do
God.
you care about that
She
girl
thought-
when he don't care about any of the people that got R-worded in the Epstein files? This is so insane to me. Is he really giving a shit about some girl that was in a flood? But every other child that was in those files, he could give a shit about.
She was going to die.
Lord,
Those
have
prayers were
mercy.
answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin
This is like the fakest shit in the world. Why are we all just sitting here faking like this is something? I don't understand it. Like, what is this?
descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he
Okay,
came
Dawn.
from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission. A young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety. People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the
Oh,
very
my
first
Lord,
time.
have
Thank you,
mercy.
Scott, Millie Kate.
Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. You got any Epstein survivors in the audience at all? Wonder?
And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you
This
that
is
I am
boring as
now
hell. Is any of you guys bored as hell right now? This is insane. I can't believe we do this. I can't believe this is a thing.
awarding you
Oh my
the
gosh.
Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
You know what? I think if somebody would go around and collect all those PDFs in the you know what, Epstein files, we could award them the heroism thing. I think that'd be a better idea. I mean, that's good for him, though. I mean, he did rescue a child. It ain't his fault the country sucks. He did rescue a kid. That's cool.
And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aid, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service.
I want to know what that note is too behind him folded up next to the covered water glass.
From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern.
Dude, he is crazy. What is he even talking about? That spray tan helps him because he's really pale today. Something's definitely wrong here because he's talking crazy right now. Where every child can get, like, you have people eating children. What do you mean? What are you talking about? The people that are eating children are walking around free. What are you actually saying right now? What is wrong? Is this because his spray tan's not on? And he's totally like a little losing his mind. I want to know what's on that note behind him too, by that water glass. I want to know what that says right there. I want it to accidentally get flipped around. Keep an eye out for that.
That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans.
Oh, bitch. We shouldn't even be paying taxes. We shouldn't even be paying taxes this year. Okay? Not after all that fraud. No. Talk about a tax cut. Get the fuck out of here. He's lost his mind. Lost his ever-loving mind. They're like, we sure as hell did get a tax break, man. I'll tell you what, I needed that third mansion and I couldn't get it till I got that tax break. They're the ones that got the tax break.
Democrats, every single one of them voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts.
Yeah, fuck them too. They're all disgust me.
They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead.
Like, what is up with that? What is really up with that? Who's voting these people in that want tax increases? Please tell me. Put a 2 in the chat if you voted one of them in because you wanted a tax increase. Like, who votes these idiots in here? I can't believe it's any of us. I don't think it's us. I really don't.
But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful...
And you know what? When we find out that this is the shit they're doing, we need to get them out of office. Like, how do you go about doing that? How do you go about getting them out of office once they're voted in and they start messing stuff up? That's what I want to know. Because that's what we need to start doing.
We gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
Yeah. We shouldn't be getting any tax.
And we also made
fucker.
interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
I like that. I like that one. I got to give him that. I like that. And I like the no overtime and no Social Security tax. But, you know, after I heard what they were doing with our Social Security money,
Megan Hemhauser,
I don't know.
A devoted mom who homeschools her children. Beautiful, 2 children. During the day while waiting tables at night, as her husband works overtime,
listen to this
operating very heavy equipment.
Is he insane right now? Like, he gives a shit about the working woman.
He is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans. Megan and her husband will take.
How about if you're going to charge all them tariffs, the American citizens should have zero taxes because those tariffs should cover it. I don't even know why we have taxes in the first place. And if it's run by we the people, we obviously don't want to pay that. So why in the world would we be even paying taxes if it was run by we the people? Because many people said they don't want to pay taxes no more, and yet we're still paying them. So we the people ain't running shit.
Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name it.
Oh, here it comes. Here comes
I did not
Erika
name
Kirk.
that. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row. Nice man, a good man.
Nice man.
Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children.
So they had $6 billion to donate. These billionaires got way too much money. This is crazy. Unbelievable.
You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of
fuck off
computers,
with
a
that
lot of those
American dream.
laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
No, fuck Brad too. I don't even know who that is, but fuck him too. And why isn't nobody sitting by this bigger lady? That's rude. They just put her all by herself. That's so rude.
Young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it, how much money.
Think of $100,000 by the time a kid turns 18 in this world. They can actually buy what with that? Probably absolutely nothing, because they're in debt by probably $600,000 by then.
Trumpaccounts.gov, and a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular.
I hate
They knew
this
what
shit.
what it was going to take. So proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary
No, it
reasons
ain't,
for our
GP.
country's
It's
stunning
not much.
economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years.
We heard this as an excuse as to why we should ignore the Epstein files, because Pam Bondi sat right there in her congressional hearing going, what about the Dow? What about the Dow?
A national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
And we're still charging you all taxes. And you're all still paying them like dumbasses.
Yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done.
We ain't fucking I
And
can't
they're
believe
happy.
this. I can't believe it.
Making
I
money
can't believe
like
he
they
says
used
this
to,
stuff.
but we're making a lot of money.
I don't believe
There
it.
was no inflation, tremendous
Can't believe it.
growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong.
Good Lord, I can't
And
stand
then
listening
just
to
4
him.
days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and
Look at him giving
corporations
dirty
want
looks.
to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott?
Oh,
Knowing
shit.
that the legal power that I, as president,
Oh,
have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement.
Oh,
So despite
shit.
the disappointing ruling, he's powerful. Country saving. It's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in. Peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before.
Like what? No taxes?
Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved.
Oh,
And as
shit.
time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
That's what I've been wanting to hear, bitch. That's what's up. See, I knew what I was talking about. I know that's right.
Right?
Yeah, fuck that. We don't want to pay our goddamn taxes. That's what I like to hear right there.
Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the
Yeah, we
United
would,
States of
GQ, man.
America,
I agree.
because
I
we
agree.
finally have a president who puts America first.
Yeah,
America
I
first.
agree. I agree with GQ, man, because any alternative, we would have been truly screwed. As much as we hate him or love him, he is keeping us from going to wars. You know, he's keeping the nation settled, and he's stopping like the World War III. And if he can get us to not ever have to pay taxes again, I'm very happy.
Hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run.
He's actually the only president that actually has done anything. And I feel like a lot of people get pissed off at him because we are so not used to a president that actually is out here doing what a true leader should do. You know, I mean, he should be listening to the people a little bit more, and he should be in touch with what the people actually want. But I feel like he's been doing a lot of things that tons of presidents before him have lacked. And we're just all in shock because we're like, how can he just do this? And how can he just do that? Well, because he's the president. That's what they're supposed to do.
The word, they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
Yep. Hell, Trump. Ooh, they're mad as hell. Look at them sitting there, not even clapping, and they're all just like, look how mad they are, bro. Oh my gosh.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it.
Or is that army
They knew
people that
their
ain't allowed to
statements were a
clap?
dirty,
Who is that?
rotten lie. Their
He keeps
policies
looking at them.
created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
Alright.
The price of eggs is down 60%, Madam Secretary. Thank you. The cost
After
of
it went up
chicken, butter, fruit,
60%.
hotels, automobiles.
But yeah, I think that was
rent
before him.
is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down.
That's because they're putting fake stuff in our beef. Get out of here.
Soon you will.
There just ain't enough of these animals on earth to sustain all of us, okay? Not when McDonald's is claimed to make millions in burgers a day.
When they see the kind of numbers, and especially
Cost of
energy,
beef.
when they see
Get out of
energy
here.
going
That's
down,
because you're
the
putting
numbers,
fake
they
stuff in the
cannot
beef.
believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times,
What?
the crushing costs of health care
Oh, okay.
caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%,
Wow.
like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great healthcare plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost.
I don't see Erika Kirk nowhere. Where's she at? Where's she at? Somebody spot her for me.
In
Come
addition,
on.
my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple, so big. And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Of course, we're going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on healthcare and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before. Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action. But I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
Okay, I'll take that. I like that.
So in my first year of the
Well,
second
Chuck
term-
Soup, I think he's trying, but he's getting blocked by the Democrats at every turn on the health care.
strange things happen. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either.
There you go, Chuck Soup. TrumpRx.gov. TrumpRx.gov.
And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big. Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
Here you go, Chuck Soup. Look at this.
Not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that
Yeah, I like good RX.
energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is?
No, we don't.
We're
Let's
telling
move
the
along.
major
Good
tech
God, this
companies
is
that they have
annoying.
the
These people are
obligation to
annoying as
provide
hell.
for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns.
They probably need the electricity to power all the AI places and cryptocurrency places. So they're trying to get other places to use their own electricity and get off the grid. That's probably what that's about.
From Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes.
I mean, I hope that's true. I hope that's true, but I don't know how true that is. That would be good because, you know, people are just losing land and stuff like that.
That ban permanent because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people.
Oh, that's JD Vance sitting behind him with a drink covered up.
Thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll
I
get
think.
one soon.
Who are we fucking clapping for? Come on, this is crazy.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans.
Come on,
to
people,
save
this
for
is the
retirement.
What is a
And
State of
under
the
this
Union?
administration,
It's
we will
very
always protect
interesting.
Social
You're finding out
Security
how-
and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare,
Huh?
Medicaid.
Come again? How you doing that? Huh.
Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Millions
Okay,
and millions
girl.
of people. Because the
Okay,
stock
girl.
market has done so well, setting all those records, your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution
federal
with up to
workers.
$1,000 each year.
Oh, that's nice for the federal workers and all the people, you know, political people and all that.
Also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit
Good.
from using insider information.
I hope you're all clapping at home because that's exactly how it should be. Look at the people that don't clap. That's what's funny. Who are these people that are sitting there? Who are they that ain't clapping? The ones that are insider trading, perhaps? Who are they?
They stood up for that. I can't believe it.
Oh, they stood up.
I can't believe it.
He's a fucker, man.
Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here. Doubt it. Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
Yes, indeed. Look how mad they are. They're like, we should be allowed to decide what happens in the stock market and then go ahead and trade on
I
the
wasn't
same
sure if
stock
anybody
market.
even on this side was going to applaud for that. I was very
I
impressed.
can't
Thank
believe
you.
they really had the gall to actually do that
When
kind
it
of
comes
shit.
to the
and think it-
corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have
Yeah.
pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in
Mhm.
actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although
Better be.
started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance.
Oh, God. Okay. Nobody claps. There was a super low applause this time. They're like, oh. And he's sitting there like, yeah, I can't wait till he croaks.
He'll get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world.
Why is his mic hot now? Come on.
Are the norm, not the exception.
It's the fucking
Importing
White
these
House.
cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the
Why is it
American
so
people
low?
who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent,
Oh, fuck's sake.
taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah.
I would hope they do something soon.
Delilah Colton was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk. Have a
Yeah,
good
that's
life.
messed up too.
She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
He can barely walk, but he's like, please stand up, girl. Oh, she's cute.
Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed,
Wow.
danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law,
Good.
barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
There really shouldn't even have to be a law. I mean, that should just be common sense.
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible.
It
Hard
was
to believe,
terrible.
actually.
It was terrible.
In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times.
Like what happened in the you know what files,
was a
but nobody
previously
cares about
arrested
that.
illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life.
Why do they act like they
and
give a shit?
viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
Yeah. She don't want to be here either.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again, if they ever had the chance, if they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you. As we speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off. It's all cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight, I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight, I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support.
Oh,
The
shit.
duty of the American government is to protect American citizens.
Yeah, let's see you
not illegal
fuckers stand
aliens.
up. Let's see you. Which one of them don't stand up? Put the camera on that. Put the camera on them. What the fuck? Single out, everybody sitting down. He called them right out in front of everybody. That was a good one. Who's sitting down? Who's that bitch sitting down? I want to see who's not standing. Oh, look at him sitting there. Okay. Look at them all sitting there, guys. This is wild. Oh my God. Look how many of them fuckers are like, nah, we're on strike. Look at that. How many is that? That's crazy. You know, we need a number to call the representatives so that people can actually call. What is it?
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, they should. Look at them all, dude. What is the fuck? because they're all owned. They're all somebody's bitch. That's why. That's exactly why. They're all somebody's bitch.
I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act. To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None. And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats, 89%. And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot.
Wow.
Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good.
Yeah, exactly.
Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
Yes, it should.
And the reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason.
Yeah, I agree with
They
that.
make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated, and their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Then if you're a married woman, which they're trying to say, oh, you can't vote if you're married because you have your husband's last name. It's just another couple forms you got to fill out. That's it.
In the
That's it.
gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle.
Oh,
In
who the fuck are
2021,
they now?
Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy
Oh,
and hiding it from her parents. Hard
Okay.
to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home
what?
and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
That's crazy.
And thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip
Yeah.
children from their parents' arms and
You know what I would do if somebody tried to change the gender of my kid? Do you know what I would do? I would change their gender. Period. Period.
transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it.
I'd be
and we
chopping
must
off
ban it
parts and
immediately.
redoing parts and everything. I'd have parts all over here. Bet. I don't know. They'd be very sorry they did that.
Nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you.
They
They're
are
crazy.
He's absolutely right. They're nuts. They're absolutely nuts. Who's voting these people into office? Who is voting these people into office? The illegal aliens is who? And that's why they don't want people to have voter ID, because they want to keep doing their little schemes. I don't think they'd be in office if it wasn't for all these illegal aliens voting them in. I truly don't. They've got to be corrupt. They've got to be out of their mind. What is wrong with every single one of them? They don't want tariffs. They don't want tax breaks. They don't want this. They don't want that. You know what? I put the numbers in the chat. You call your local representatives. You find out who it is, and you call every day, 14 times a day. You call and you complain, and you tell them what you want. If that's the only weapon that we have and that's all we can do, then that's what we need to start doing, people. These fuckers, man.
Amazing.
Sitting there all smug.
Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
Sick fucks, man. And I never cared about this stuff either. I've really never cared about this stuff.
No one cares more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady. Now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it?
Ooh,
Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care, and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot. Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both, and Melania, thank you.
What's
I
he
know
got
how
on the
hard you
back
worked
of
on
his
it.
head?
Thank you very much.
Is that his earbuds, I guess?
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God.
Oh, no.
Tremendous renewal.
Yeah, okay, girl.
This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk. Great
Exactly.
guy, great man.
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Ew,
So
there
last
she
year,
is.
Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin.
She
and
smiles when he
martyred,
says it. I
really
hate her.
martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erika, is with us tonight. Erika, please stand.
Oh my God, thank you. She's so happy. She's so happy he's dead. Oh my God, it's terrible. She's such a terrible person.
Thank you, Erika. Been through a lot. In
She's
Charlie's
so
memory,
happy.
we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
She's so happy he's dead. It's unreal. She doesn't get to talk or nothing? That's all she got? We're over it already? On to the next?
We
huh?
love religion,
Mm.
and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above
They are astroturfing every single person that goes to church at their Make Heaven Crowded tour at Turning Point USA. They're stealing everybody's information and they're latching onto everybody's cell phones to find out what you're all doing, allegedly. And they are also allegedly working with the government to build drones that will use AI to monitor us all. They're going to fly around and just monitor every one of us. That's what Turning Point USA is allegedly up to.
war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte?
Erika Kirk's been working with a bunch of perverted pastors too, I heard. Pretty nasty.
Who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body.
I did a story on
No
her.
one will ever forget. There were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zaretsky, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
Now look, this woman lost somebody too, and look at her. Look at the difference. When they brought Erika Kirk up, she's like, thank you all, thank you so much. I love you. Call me. And now this is a true grieving person. Unreal. And her daughter died like last year, beginning of last year. Charlie Kirk just died, and this one's happy as hell. See how everybody around her notices she's grieving, giving her a shoulder rub. Oh, it's okay. You'll be okay. And Erika Kirk's just like, it's like my outfit. I look so good. Boy, oh, look, a real tissue because she got real shit coming out of her face. Erika looks more sad when she's fake grieving for somebody else. Look at her. Oh my God. Did people not see this? Oh my God. If you guys are missing this and don't notice, I feel bad for you. You probably get taken advantage of a lot in life. Truly.
Not stand.
Did you see it, G came in?
Not stand.
Did you
I'm
notice
asking
it?
this Congress to pass tough legislation
like-
to ensure that violent and dangerous
That other lady, she started crying, and Erika's like, sorry. And meanwhile, when they called Erika, she was looking like she's walking down the runway. Oh my God, she's such a terrible person. She's so evil. Oh my God.
repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
Unreal. That was terrible to put them two right after each other because that just made Erika look so bad. Oh my God, that made her look so
Starting
bad.
last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore
We'll be
law
making a
and
separate
order
video
to our
about that.
most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success. New Orleans, Louisiana, big success. And our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
100% decrease in murders in DC from 1 year ago last year. So there's not been one single murder in DC? Really?
They don't like to hear that. One of sick people,
Wow.
one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot.
Wow.
He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Evalie. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it.
Oh, look, they're not smiling either. Look, they're not happy either, guys. Strange. Only Erika was happy. But yeah, she's a grieving widow for sure. For sure.
So sorry. Thank you very much. She's a great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head.
That's
Neither was
insane.
expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night. And she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone. But his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night,
Wow.
with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over.
There wasn't
Everybody
blood
is
all
praying,
over
she
when
said,
he
sir,
was in
he
the
will be
hospital.
okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
Damn. He should have awarded him that honor that he gave to the hockey goalie. Am I right? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Do you think that guy should have got that award or the hockey
I
goalie?
said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With
He's like,
God's help,
"This guy-"
Andrew has battled back from the edge of death. And
Give
I'm
him
talking
something.
about the edge.
What award are you giving him?
On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
So he gave that. Wow. You mean he gave the fucking hockey goalie? What was that award he gave him, GK man? And this guy right here. Oh my God. Is he going to give him something? Nothing. Just a thank you? Are you serious? Is this serious? Oh my God. This is so crazy.
James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of
Award?
Sarah Beckstrom with
An
the
award?
award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's
There you
called
go.
the Purple Heart.
Oh, he got the Purple Heart. That's what's up. All right. There it is. That's better. That's what's up. I was about to get so mad right now. That's good. Wow. You don't get the Purple Heart. Wow. That's what's up, right, GK man? We was getting pissed for a minute. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. Aw. What do they look like? They're sad. Aw. Wow.
We love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan
Sick
and India.
people.
Would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared. And I also want to thank the man they report to,
Man,
Secretary of State
exhausting.
Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
This is tiring. Anything, everybody got anything else going on? What's happening in life, guys? Come on, give me something here. I'm dying. I'm dying. I've tried to get my cousin to hop on and comment.
People like you.
He
You know,
chickened out.
Marco got 100%
Big old
of the
chicken.
votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next
You're a
one was
chicken
about
belt.
54%.
Chicken.
And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever. Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that? Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead. And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. That was an amazing period of time. They came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back, but we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job. And we're working very hard to end the 9th war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
Midnight Hammer. That sounds a little personal. The Midnight Hammer. Oh, yeah. Woo!
For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people. With what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb. And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests, 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue, starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again, and are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Man.
And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called Peace Through Strength, and it's been very, very effective.
My goodness.
So thanks to Republican in Congress who are investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries, our friends and allies, they are my very strong request to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2.
When is he going to be done?
And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily. One meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently.
I think he's lying about that. People don't want to join because our vets get nothing when they're done.
And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776.
Are you serious? That's what you gave them? $1,776. Wow.
You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things. A lot of money we have.
Don't help the veterans, though. Fuck them.
Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, "What's the number?" $1,700.
Unreal. That's the cheapest shit I ever
said,
heard.
Wait a minute. For $1 more, we can have $1,776. It's going to. I said, we're going to figure that. I never asked anybody if we could afford it. $1 more. I said $1,776, and I said that's good. And I'll tell you what, our military. That was 4 months ago. Our military. I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it. So we're honored to do it. They deserve it.
Is he such a liar?
We call it 1776. It was great.
He's never seen anybody in the military that doesn't thank him for it.
But firemen, you know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also restoring American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to secure our national interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, shit.
And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that. We very seriously damaged their fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. We've also taken down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday. In January,
Yesterday. Who did he take out yesterday?
In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very impressive. They couldn't believe, they all watched, they saw what happened. This is a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie. No, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby because we did that. My baby is becoming so important.
My goodness gracious. He's like, no, you can all stand. Everybody stand. Everybody clap. Stand and clap.
And America's armed forces overwhelmed all defenses and utterly defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
Why isn't everybody clapping? Why are these guys still sitting
And
there?
this was an absolutely colossal victory for
They
the
mad about it.
security of the United States, and it also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is Alejandro Gonzalez. She grew up in a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come
Wow.
down.
Wow.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro, really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter, a big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many, many American warfighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the Chinook under the cover of night and descended swiftly upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This was a major military installation,
Wow.
protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good.
Ooh, burn.
While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces.
Ooh.
And yet, despite the fact that the use of his legs was vital to successful helicopter flight, legs are the most important part of flying a helicopter, to deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing Eric was thinking about. Then, even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing
He
back down
loves
the aisle,
talking about
the
that.
helicopter lands at a steep angle.
He loves to talk
Machine
about the
guns stood
blood.
right in front of him. They were right in front of him, 2 machine gunners who escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let his gunners eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could take care of business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission, we probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing, and people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle.
He loves to talk about
Chief
the
Warrant
blood.
Officer
Oh my God.
Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy, Eric, and Amy. Come on in.
Where are they? Damn. Why does he look mad as hell?
So we have a surprise for Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Wow. Ooh, he looks like he's in pain still. What the hell? Why is he so mad? What the hell? All these people in there clapping. Never worked a day in their life, I bet. Don't know what it's like to be in the military. Crazy.
Well, thank you very much, Eric and Amy. Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg, we have it back, we brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House, and Eric will be there. Thank you.
Wonder why Eric was all mad about getting the award. He looked mad as hell.
Thank you, Eric. That's a big one. Tonight, we've celebrated many truly extraordinary American patriots, but there is heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot. Royce Williams served in World War II, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952, and legendary dogfight. Flying through blizzard conditions, his squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes.
My God,
It was
this
his
is
first aerial
boring as
combat of the
hell.
war,
I
and
can't
despite being
believe.
massively
I feel
outnumbered
bad
and
for the people that are
outgunned,
there.
led the
you know?
takedown of 4 enemy.
You know what I think's really funny? I think it's funny that Erika Kirk got invited to this, and then he talked about her for like 30 seconds. She looked again guilty as hell, like like she was like, she was happy to be there. Meanwhile, the other lady was like crying and all that. I think it's hilarious. She got to sit through all this. That's the best part.
Getting
And
the
he just keeps going on. I can't imagine. Like, and how old is this dude? He's got to be exhausted. How does he keep going? How does he keep going? Unless he just likes to talk. My God. And look, JD Vance still ain't took a drink from his drink. Still got the cover on it. Still. Oh, look at this one. He only waited 800 years to get it. 40. He's happy as hell, though. The other dude was mad. This guy's happy. I can't understand these people, man. Oh, he's so happy. Oh. That's cool. That made his whole day. Okay. We're happy for him. Oh, for God's sakes. Moving on. Aren't we behind a little bit? I'm going to move on. Oh, no, it's almost over, guys. It's almost over. Have no fear. We're almost at the end. Oh, it's been excruciating. I know that's right. People are fucking falling asleep. They fall asleep already. You can't even snark on anybody because they're all heroes. He's like, I gotta sit down. Come on.
Thank you, Eric. I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it. But if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday.
Oh my gosh.
But that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor, and that's a big thing. And it's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much, Eric. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's over. I think it's coming to the conclusion. Any seconds. You gonna say any last words? Come on, Trump. Let's fucking wrap it up, man.
Thank you.
These people gotta be
250
exhausted.
years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July 4th, 1826, the author of the Declaration of Independence, brilliant, Thomas Jefferson, drew his last breath. Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world.
Yeah.
All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years, they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
All right. God bless America. And we still have not, talked about any of the PDFs. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's me, cheeky man. That's me just reminding us all that, all these good things, except for we got a bunch of perverts still running around like it's normal. It just really ticks me off. It's really, everybody's very upset about that right now. And I feel like we're just lost, upset. And, we got Pam Bondi in the front row just happy as ever. She should be locked up according to the law. I mean, it's just a lot of craziness. We got Cash Patel doing, oh my God, God knows what. I do respect a lot of the things that Trump has done for this country. I've got to say, honestly, we would be very screwed if not for him right now. But there's a few things he should be doing a lot better. You know, it's just a shame. I think that there are so many super powerful people in those files that they're just terrified to actually do anything. I think they're just terrified. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? I don't know, but please hit the like button. We made it through this whole damn speech. And I know there's supposedly the other side's supposed to come on next and like start talking smack in a response to this or something, which I ain't doing all that. I can't be doing all that. This exhausted me. I feel like my brain has been fried. I appreciate every single one of you guys who stuck it out with me to watch this. We really couldn't snark on much of anybody because they're all pretty much heroes, other than, of course, Erika Kirk, which I will be, taking a video comparison of this, making a whole other video about that later, because that was just ridiculous. I can't believe it. Can't believe how happy she was for that. Unbelievable. Let's see. All right. Well, I hope you all had a nice time, and I appreciate you guys tuning in with me to watch this. If you are new, make sure that you subscribe. And I don't need to shit. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thank you for everybody who tuned in. Please subscribe if you're new, trying to reach that million subscriber mark by like Saturday, maybe Sunday. So we really got to speed things up a little bit here. Know what I mean? And I will see you guys on the next one.